Well, I finally got a chance to walk the Northeast Metropolitan Park Trail, which is actually on the southeast side of Pflugerville, a very large park. Now, I'll have to admit that the Mountain Laurel is a little ways before we get into the Northeast Metropolitan Park, but they were so pretty I couldn't resist some of the other flowers. But the Northeast Metropolitan Park, as I mentioned, is a very expansive park. Lots of playgrounds, a huge number of soccer fields, baseball diamonds, nice trails, picnic areas, fantastic skate park for the kids well, adults as well, who like to try out their skate park skating skills. So it's a nice county park located again just at the southeast corner of Pflugerville, close to the toll road SH 130. Great park. I couldn't resist the tiny patch of Texas bluebonnet sprouting. One of the first services buildings we come upon are the ones right next to the baseball diamonds. And it's a very nice facility. In fact, you'll notice in a few seconds here, behind the restroom buildings and buildings that contain some other offices, there's a sun-covered playground for little kids. So it's a really nice little playground that toddlers can play in, and it's a nice shady area. This was shot in the very early spring, just as some of the flowers were beginning to bloom. the grass will soon turn into a much greener, lusher appearance. And then, of course, in the heat of summer, it'll brown out again. But here's the baseball diamonds.
I'm driving down an empty freeway, no waiting for the light to change. I'm seeing the sunrise behind me.
Here's a nice covered basketball court, fairly large, and of course shaded from the sun, which is never a bad idea in central Texas in the heat of the summer. Nice place to play a little game of basketball. And here is the skateboard skate park, which is fairly new. I think it's in there for a few years, but it's a fairly nice skateboard park as best I can tell. I'm not a skateboarder, but if you've got the youth, the talent, and the safety gear, I suppose it would be a very nice place to come and try out. And typically, especially on the weekends, there's quite a few people here. But again, you definitely want to use some safety gear at this skateboard park because it's got some pretty aggressive layouts, I guess you'd call them, or whatever the professional term is for the way the skateboard is laid out. It's a nice thing to have in a park that's this close to Pflugerville and the surrounding communities. yes, there is a small tennis court. Not real big, but nice little tennis court. And I think it's got room for 2 sets of players there.